Welcome to the Architecture of Awakening. In this session, we map the journey from separation back to inner wholeness using concepts drawn from A Course in Miracles. Our aim is educational, to clarify the stages of awakening so they can be applied in daily, practical decision-making. We begin with the core premise, the tiny, mad idea of separation. The mind briefly wondered what autonomy from its source would be like. Instead of questioning this, it took the idea seriously, generating a fragmented universe of bodies and conflict. Understanding this error is the foundation for every later correction. From this point, every perception is evaluated by one of two inner teachers, the ego or the Holy Spirit. The ego preserves guilt through projection and attack, aiming at isolation and eventual death. The Holy Spirit reinterprets every situation as a classroom for forgiveness, guiding us toward unity, atonement, and awakening. Time is the ego's key tool. It chains past, present, and future into a single story of guilt. The past is used to attack the present is effectively erased, and the future becomes feared retaliation. In this framework, the present moment loses meaning, and learning is confined to repeating old mistakes. The miracle interrupts this horizontal chain through the holy instant. In such an instant, the mind steps outside its usual timeline. Past and future lose relevance, and only a vertical connection with truth remains. This collapse of time can replace years of learning, because it reveals that guilt was never real. True forgiveness unfolds in 3 steps. First, we notice our perception of sin or limitation and acknowledge it as our own projection. Second, we invite the Holy Spirit to correct our view, recognizing the other's inherent magnitude. Third, we experience release, seeing there was nothing to forgive and feeling our own guilt dissolve. Relationships evolve along this same axis. In a special relationship, we seek completion by taking, consuming, and excluding, which reinforces littleness. In a holy relationship, the purpose shifts to shared extension. Both parties join in giving rather than getting, and the relationship becomes a powerful context for mutual awakening. The catalyst for this transformation is not heroic effort, but a little willingness. We are asked only to be slightly willing to have our perceptions changed. When we offer that small opening, the Holy Spirit supplies the strength, removes the fear, and expands our limited readiness into a meaningful shift in awareness. Crossing the bridge symbolizes the transition in perspective. We move from a world defined by separate bodies to one defined by shared mind. The bridge itself is the holy relationship, which carries us beyond the distortions of littleness. Supported by timelessness, we approach direct knowledge of our unified identity. The circle of atonement illustrates widening inclusion. It begins with the holy instant, where an individual mind accepts truth. It expands into the holy relationship, where 2 minds join beyond the body. Ultimately, it encompasses the sonship, an endless circle in which every mind is drawn into safety, peace, and shared wholeness. The destination is called the real world. It is not heaven itself, but the luminous threshold to it. Here, perception has been fully purified. Guilt consistently meets forgiveness. The world is seen as a classroom successfully completed, and the mind stands ready to release all dreams and return to pure knowledge. On holy ground, we recognize we have never walked alone. As guilt dissolves, we perceive our companions in light, each one equally healed. The journey is reinterpreted as a shared awakening rather than a solitary climb. Together we stand guiltless, whole, and prepared to remember our source without fear. Finally, we return to the source. The tiny mad idea is forgotten. Time is no longer needed, and fragmentation is remembered only as a mistaken dream. The architecture of awakening has fulfilled its purpose, guiding us back to an awareness of perfect oneness, where learning ends and eternal peace simply is.